Have you ever wondered how a wild beast roaming ancient plains transformed into the docile cow we see today? What does it say about us and them that we've shaped their world for thousands of years? Let's take a trip back in time, over 10,000 years ago, to the cradle of civilization. Imagine vast open plains stretching across what we now call the Middle East. There, wild ancestors of today's cattle roamed freely. The Aurochs massive, wild bulls with horns that could pierce. The skies and bodies that could charge through anything in their path were the original cattle. These beasts weren't your friendly farm animals. They were wild, unpredictable, and formidable. Humans, with their growing intelligence and changing needs, saw potential in these creatures. Instead of simply hunting them for food, we began to domesticate them. It was a slow process, but over centuries, we selected the tamest, most docile animals to breed, gradually transforming the Aurochs into the gentle cows we know today. The domestication of cattle changed the game for humanity. These animals became our partners, providing not only meat but milk, leather, and even labor. They became integral to agriculture, a cornerstone of human society. In return, we offered them protection, shelter, and food. A beautiful, if not entirely mutual, relationship. But here's where things get interesting. Humans didn't stop at simple domestication. No, we've been shaping these creatures for thousands of years through selective breeding. Take the Holstein cow, for example. With its iconic black and white patches, this breed is now one of the most common milk producers worldwide. Through generations of carefully planned breeding, we've created cows that give vast amounts of milk, far more than any wild ancestor could. But there's a catch. These high-producing cows are more prone to health issues, joint problems, udders that can't keep up, and digestive disorders. Some even struggle to walk, their bodies simply not built to handle the extreme demands we've placed on them. So, while we've bred cows to serve our needs, we've also inadvertently created a breed that's at risk of burnout. And let's not even get started on factory farming. In the pursuit of profit, cows are kept in cramped, uncomfortable spaces with little room to roam. Their lives are dictated by the clock, milked multiple times a day, fed a high-stress diet, and pushed to the limit. The ethical implications, well, they're enormous. But there's more. Let's talk about the environmental impact. Cattle farming is a leading cause of deforestation, particularly in areas like the Amazon rainforest. Every year, vast swaths of forest are cleared to create grazing land for cows. Not to mention, cows produce a massive amount of methane, a greenhouse gas, far more potent than carbon dioxide. In fact, cattle farming is responsible for nearly 15% of global greenhouse gas emissions. That's more than all the world's cars, planes, and trains combined. And as the climate crisis worsens, the role of cattle in this equation becomes harder to ignore. So, what does all this say about humanity's relationship with animals, particularly the cow? On one hand, we've worked tirelessly to shape the cow into a two-limbed economic engine, a symbol of abundance. But in doing so, have we lost sight of the animal itself? Are we simply using them for our gain, without considering the long-term consequences for them and the planet? Maybe it's time we rethink our relationship with cattle and animals in general. Can we strike a balance between meeting our needs and protecting the welfare of the animals who serve us so selflessly? Could there be a future where cows and humans exist not just as tools and users, but as co-inhabitants of a healthier, more sustainable world? We all have a part to play. Whether it's supporting sustainable farming practices, choosing ethically sourced products, or simply thinking more deeply about the impact of our choices, every little action matters. What do you think? Can we find a better way to coexist with cows and other animals? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you found it thought-provoking, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Together, we can make a difference.